Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Miso Passion, YouTube's premier channel about all things women's football. And today we have the final video surrounding transfer news here, this time emanating from Germany here, as promised in yesterday's video about the RFEF. If you want to know about that video, please make sure to stick around to the very end and I'll link it to you. Otherwise, you can go straight to this channel's page and you'll see the video right there before this one. But anyway, without any further ado, let's cover some of the transfers that have transpired in the Frauen Bundesliga, starting off with RB Leipzig here, and they have signed not one but two players from Sturm Graz here, starting off with Julia McGill. Oh, I think it's Julia, I'm trying to be fancy for no reason. Julia McGill here, she was born in 2000, she's a regular and important starter for Sturm Graz, and she is pretty much a defensive prodigy who will only improve over time, as she managed to grab herself 16 clean sheets in 16 domestic games for Sturm Graz, and I think she's a very accomplished and nigh on polished defender here. And I think within the next 2 seasons, whether she's RB Leipzig or snatches a bigger move away from the Red Bulls, she is going to be one of the best defenders in the world. And she'll be joined by her defensive partner, Michaela Croato, I hope I pronounced that correctly, who is 2 years McGirl's junior here. And she is pretty much very comfortable in front of goal as she is defending, as she managed to grab herself 9 goals in last season's Bundesliga in Austria here, and she has lots of room for improvement. And I think the fact that she'll be joining someone who she's very comfortable with, especially in a bigger league, I think is going to do very well for her development, and I think she's definitely going to go on to be another good defender, may even surpass McGill, who knows, because Croato herself, again, she's very comfortable in front of goal as well as defending, so I think she's got that little bit of an edge ahead of McGill. But over to Bayern Munich, the current reigning and defending Frauen Bundesliga champions here. They have signed on Anna Wellman from Turbine Potsdam. Wellman was born in 1995. He has been one of the top goalkeepers in the Bundesliga for years now, as she ranks in the top 5 for clean sheets and shot stopping, and she's just generally a great distributor. In my opinion, she's pretty much the female Manuel Neuer due to her longevity in the game and just how much of revelation she has been for all the teams that she's played for, and she's pretty much the blueprint and the standard when it comes to goalkeepers, or at least modernized goalkeepers in the women's game, at least in Germany. And I think she's definitely going to be one to watch between the sticks for Bayern here, so that's a very good signing by Bayern Munich there. And then their next player is Jill Beijings, I hope I pronounced that correct as well, who has signed on from a free from Bayer Leverkusen here. Beijings was born in 2001. She featured at the Women's World Cup, if you happen to notice her there, for the Netherlands. She had 13 goal contributions in 22 domestic games for Leverkusen, and she's a very promising attacking midfielder with lots of room for improvement. She was the top 10, she was amongst the top 10 attacking midfielders in her league last season for assists, goal contributions, shots, and goal creating actions. So going to a club like Bayern, who have state-of-the-art facilities to improve players on an individual level, I think this output is definitely going to double if not triple as the years go by. Triple may be pushing it, but you never know. Football's a crazy sport. But anyway, Velman and Beijings will be joined by the 2005 born right back prodigy known as Ana Guzman, who's training from Deportivo Pereira. Now, Guzman, if you were paying attention to the Women's World Cup, she was the right back who was playing for Colombia, and she is pretty much one of the best in the making. When I was watching her at the World Cup, I couldn't help but just keep my eyes on her. I could not take my eyes off her. That's what I was trying to say initially, because she was just fantastic whenever she received the ball. She was always demanding it. She was always so virtuous and aggressive in her style of play. She just wanted the ball all the time. She was able to progress it, and she was good at defending as well. So she is definitely one of the few players out of the Women's World Cup, like one of the few young players who are definitely destined for big things. And if you hadn't heard her name before the World Cup, she really did announce herself here in Australia and New Zealand, and she's definitely going to be a very good signing for Bayern Munich in the future. She is rumored to be going back to Deportivo Pereira on loan, but that's yet to be seen at the moment, as this transfer hasn't even been announced by Bayern themselves at the time of this recording. But anyway, Guzman will be joined by by Magdalena Eriksson, who is joining on a free from Chelsea. She is the first of two players who have joined Bayern Munich on a free from Chelsea here. She was born in 1993 and is a very well accomplished ball playing centre back. She had 11 clean sheets in 20 domestic games in the WSL last season, and she's very well rounded in both defense and attack. Her statistics are amazing and off the charts in some respects. She also featured at the Women's World Cup and is a serial winner, as she's a 5-time WSL winner. And Eriksson will be joined by her partner Pernilla Harder, also from Chelsea. Harder is 1 year Eriksson senior. She featured at the Women's World Cup for Denmark, who had quite a decent World Cup, if a little bit uninspiring given the hype that was following them. Harder had 11 goal contributions in 10 domestic games for Chelsea. She was largely kept out of the squad because of Sam Kerr, because I mean, it's Sam Kerr. But apart from that, in general, Harder is a very prolific goal scorer. She has won the treble in Germany, and she's a domestic treble winner with Chelsea. And she has just way too many individual honors to spout out in one video, but she's a very well accomplished player, and she's definitely a very good addition to the Bayern squad here. And for some other transfers that I was able to pick up from different clubs, just nitpicking here and there is Julianne Wirtz. If that surname sounds familiar, it's because she's the older sister of young Bayer Leverkusen starlet Florian on the men's side. She has actually switched sides, funny enough. She's gone from Bayer Leverkusen to Werder Bremen here. Wirtz was born in 2001, and she's a very great distributor and solid defending attributes that play to her style of being pretty much a box-to-box midfielder here. So she's definitely going to be another player to watch out there, Werder Bremen. I'm not sure why she left Leverkusen. It's not because of family ties or anything, but I think maybe she was looking for a new challenge or game time. But hopefully, whatever the reason is, she can definitely go and show what she's worth over there in Werder Bremen. And next up, we have Janu Levels. I hope I pronounced that correct. She is joining Bayer Leverkusen, oddly enough, from PSV Eindhoven. Levels was born in 2000 and contributed 7 clean sheets in 20 domestic games in the Eredivisie last season. She's a very solid defender and is also a previous Eredivisie winner with PSV, so a very good addition there to the backline by Bayer Leverkusen. Up next, we have Caitlin Dijkstra, who has joined Wolfsburg from FC Twente. She has gone back to Twente on loan, but Wolfsburg have added the superstar born in 1999. She had 15 clean sheets in 20 domestic games. She won the Eredivisie last season with Twente, and she's pretty much a robust defender. I have no idea why Wolfsburg sent her back on loan. Maybe there's too many players that they still need to ship off or something, but regardless, she's definitely going to be a very good player for Wolfsburg, who are one of the better sides in the Frauen Bundesliga. They were pretty much unchallenged for a long time until recent times, with Bayern Munich starting to take the women's game more seriously here. So hopefully when she joins the Wolfsburg ranks, she'll be a phenomenon in the back line. The penultimate player we have who has transferred over to the Frauen Bundesliga is 2003 born Jill Janssens, or Jill Janssens, I'm not too sure, but she's Belgian, I think. She has joined from OH Leuven to Hoffenheim. She is definitely one for the future and is a promising attacker, as last season she had 8 goals in 29 domestic games, so she's definitely a work in progress. And given what Hoffenheim have done over the years with some of their players, I think she'll definitely be in a good position to grow herself before hopefully transforming herself into a better player and transitioning over to a big club where she can really shine and show what she's worth. But finally, we have Nuria Rabano, who has joined Wolfsburg as well, but this time from Barcelona. She is a complete left back, like just complete as they come. She has laser accurate passes. She's a solid defender. She's fantastic at carrying the ball, and she's excellent when the ball's on her feet, and even when she's off the ball, she's just fantastic. I have no idea why Barcelona let her go, especially on a free. Maybe they got someone waiting, I don't know. but Rabano is a robust signing by Wolfsburg. She's definitely going to help the team step up to another level and hopefully reclaim their Frauen Bundesliga crown. And who knows, maybe make another UWCL final. Could just be that, because Rabano has experience in that competition, as she was part of the team that won the Women's Champions League last season in Barcelona, and she also won the La Liga with Barcelona as well. So some very good signings there by Wolfsburg. They definitely do interest me the most with their signings. Of course, Dijkstra has gone on loan, but it does show that there is some very good direction that Wolfsburg are taking in order to reassert their dominance, for lack of better words, in the Frauen Bundesliga. Bayern have obviously signed the most amount of players from the research that I've done, and they've really recruited well in buying players for the future, players for the now, and pretty much players who just garnish the topping on the team that is currently available, the likes of Harder and Eriksson. And yeah, some very good sightings all around here for the teams involved in this list. If there are any that I missed out, as always, please make sure to mention them in the comments so we can discuss about them. But other than that, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.